Well, here's another project for the old Powerstroke 6-liter. So previously I've put on the IPR, some of their gear, including the coolant filter, and now I get to test out the Performance Machine Manufacturing coolant filter setup. One thing I did like about this, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things really isn't that big a deal since I've already gone through cutting hoses and stuff for the IPR kit, is you don't have to cut your hoses with this kit, which is kind of nice, you know, for somebody who wants to put this on and try it, and, you know, if you ever take it off, you know, you can just put it right back to stock, no problems there. So that's kind of cool. I did like that. The hoses look like they're actually pretty decent quality. I guess I need to read all the instructions, figure out how all this taps in. But anyways, I just got this stuff in the other day, and I wanted to give it a try and see if we can pull some crud out of the coolant filter, or coolant system. So they send you a whole spool of Teflon. That's kind of nice. But anyway, so this is the goodies, and looks like I'm gonna have to add the, well, where's the out? Oh, there it is. Okay, the in and the out. So I got to read the directions real quick to figure out how to put all this stuff in. But anyways, so we're gonna do that. You know, I'm gonna put this stuff all on. I'll videotape it, or try to if I can remember, and then, you know, we'll test it out, see how she does, and in a couple weeks, or 500 miles, I think, is the first step to replace the filter. We'll see how much junk we get. This is the filter that they sent. For some reason I was thinking that this would be a Wix, but, you know, I really don't care as long as it's a good one. And, you know, I think there was some special type of filter that you don't want to run. It's like a pressurized or a something filter that you don't want. So, but anyways, if this is a good one and what I should run, then that's what I'll do when I go to the auto parts stores. Just buy another one of these when the time comes. So anyway, so there's the look at the parts, and I'll get everything unboxed and put all the fittings into the little manifold here, and then we'll get to installing. So alright, see you guys in just a bit. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in and start installing. So this is the manifold, or I'm not sure what they call this, but this is where the coolant filter goes in, and I've got it upside down, so this is all backwards. But they come with on-off valves, which is really cool. I like that. That's one problem I had with the IPR kit, is when you take the filter off. Actually, I got it right here. See, the bracket's all rusty too. That's kind of a site, or a sore site for, you know, a nice engine. But when you take the cap off, actually the bottom piece is supposed to come with it, but it didn't. You got to have a tool to get the rest of it off. There's no on-off valves here, so coolant just flowed out of this thing, you know, and you leak it everywhere. So it's not to say you won't leak some with this, but at least you can shut these valves off here and you know, prevent too much from coming out. So anyways, so that's where we're at. We're gonna try to set this thing up. So this is step one. Oh, and here's the little bracket that comes with it. Let's see if I can't get this stuff out of the way. Okay. So there's the bracket, and it actually, we're on the passenger side over here by the radiator. Your battery cable has a little plastic retaining thingamajigger, and they want you to just pull that out of the way, so that's no problem. And then you've got your bracket, which pretty much only goes one way, and they said, let's see, yeah, that's plastic, so there's a hole. I don't know if we can see that or not, but a little hole right there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that this little thing will slide into, and then over the nut, or over the bolt. So we'll just slide it in like that, real nice and simple. Let's see if we can view that. Kind of. Cruise over there. There we go. Okay. And then they send you a nut that goes over that stud. I think they said it was a 9mm, and if that's the case, I gotta go get a wrench. We'll try the 10. Let's see what happens here. Okay, 10 worked. Okay, so now we will take the manifold, bolt it up. Yep, just like that. It's got 2 bolts and lock washers that go from underneath, so you'll have to do this, or it's probably easier to do this when you don't have the filter on. And I'm definitely gonna need a wrench on this, so I'll be right back. Okay, I got my, it's a 15mm. Actually, it's probably a standard, but 15 will work. So we'll go ahead and snug these up. Nothing really eventful here. Okay, got those nice and tight. All right. So there we are from the side. You can see, real easy to get to the filter, looks like. So now we've got this piece, which I'm not sure. I gotta go read the directions again. I'm guessing it's gonna tap in back here near your heater valve, water supply shut-off thing to the coil or heater core. So I'm guessing that's where that's gonna go. So I'll go read the directions. Actually, we can just do this. Oh no, you know what? Didn't bring pliers. Darn it. Alright, I gotta go get some tools. I'll be back. Okay, so this part's gonna be pretty straightforward. Actually, let's see if I can get a better view. Whoops. Yeah, that'll work. Alright. Apologize, I'm not a camera tripod expert. Okay, I think that'll work. If not, you'll get the idea. Alright, so this is the new piece, and it takes the place of this original hose. So we'll take the original hose off. Dirty pliers. Hopefully don't shake the camera. Okay. I'm going to be careful taking this one off too. As you can see on mine, that's not stock, because when I originally, a long time ago, took this thing off, I pulled at an angle like a moron and snapped it right off. And so I just happen to have a fitting here that I used back in the day, and I just kind of drilled it out a little bit bigger and siliconed the crap out of it and put it back in, and it worked. I actually just found on YouTube the other day, a guy shows how to fix that. I can't remember what his name is or what his channel is, but he's got a bunch of good videos for Powerstrokes and information on them. Okay, so that's kind of a pain. So the new hose is bigger in diameter and does not fit at all with these. So let's see if I can get it on. Okay. Alright. So only criticism I have so far is these original clips are made for the smaller diameter hose, and this hose here is a good bit wider or thicker, whatever, so they don't fit real well. Just be careful putting them on. I guess a little silicone would probably help, but okay. Also appears that that hose is way too long, so I'm going to cut it. I should have done that before So that's about how much I had to take off of mine, about 1.5 inches. Now we'll go through. Well, I just lost my clip. I'll be right back. Okay, we're installed. Had to get a spare one of these I had laying around. Just as I was talking about my complaint, I'll go ahead and make it official. OEM comes with these things that you squeeze, but these are too small for the size of the hose. So when I was squeezing and trying to put it on here, it shot, I don't know where, out into my yard. Somewhere out there. So anyways, we'll move on. So that's kind of, you know, I'll say complaint, but that's my critique number 1. Provide hose clamps for those. Critique number 2 would be, this is the other side. I went ahead and put this thing on. And I would like to see it, so when you add this, that's 4 inches right there that you're going to be adding into the loop. And if you do that, if the hose actually makes almost a 90-degree turn. I don't know if we can see that or not back in there. And then it goes up into the firewall. Well, if you push that back too far, you're going to kink it, so your heater hose or heater core may not flow as well. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, you know, over-exaggerating it. But in my mind, what I would like to see is a complete kit. So you got this side of the hose. Why not throw in the extra 5 inches or 6 inches on this side with the clamps and, you know, be done with it? That's, you know, that's what I'd like to see. But I mean, you know, we'll see what happens. Main thing I'm looking for is performance, because I can mess with all this stuff. So anyways, I'm gonna take the hose off here, but I have got an extra piece from laying around in the garage that I'm gonna cut one so that it does not pinch that back there, and I'm gonna make it fit just like it does right now, stock. So anyways, I'll pull that one out, put the new one in, won't bore you with the details, and then we'll be back to get another update. Okay, well, now we're all complete. So I got the hoses installed. I did take that hose and remove the one I had in there and cut it shorter. Oh, I need to plug that back in, the vacuum. So you can see where it kind of tees in right back there, and then it just routes over to here. That would be that's the supply, so it comes in this direction, heads into the filter, and then it goes out into here and dumps back into the overflow bottle and on from there. So all in all, it took me about 30 minutes, not too bad. I probably should have taken about an hour though and drained the radiator fluid into a bucket. That way I could pour it back in. I thought, as many times as I've kind of done this before, that I could sneak it in fast on the big hose over there that we just looked at. I thought I could sneak it in and, you know, swap it out real quick and not lose hardly any coolant, but nah, I drained the whole thing just about, or the whole bottle. So I filled it back up a little bit, but it already drained back out. I've got to go get some distilled water because I don't have any. You don't want to use just regular tap water because it can gunk up and that wouldn't be any good. I guess, you know, it may not be a bad thing now with that filter on, but anyways, I want to do it the right way. So that's it. You know, we'll do some testing and you know, in a couple weeks or so, we'll cut it open and see how much gunk we get out. You know, kind of compare it to the IPR one. The IPR one, I don't remember how many miles I put on it with the filter in there. I had a whole lot of heating problems or overheat problems with the oil from back in the day, and I think I still need to upload a video on that, or maybe it'll come out before this one. But yeah, I never ran just the filter. I always had it in line with their remote oil cooler kit, and I just had major heat problems with the oil. So looks like I got to tie that thing back up too. So anyways, that's it. If you have any questions on the install, like I said, 30 minutes. I think the kit was like 140 bucks. So, you know, I mean, it's a shame that these didn't come from the factory. You know, with all the horror stories that you hear about this, what kind of problems this thing causes in the oil cooler and everything. So hopefully I got mine done in time to save my filter, my brand new one that I put in. So we'll see. Anyways, if you have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, you know, I'll report back here in a little while after I've done some testing and see how she does. Alright, catch you guys later.